Welcome back to Set Streets and Eats, guys. I'm Chris Bauer. I am in Downey, California, in front of the oldest operating McDonald's. This is the original location. If you'd like to come to the first McDonald's, this is it. And this was started and opened back in August 18th of 1953. This was the third McDonald's location in existence. The first was run by the McDonald brothers, not too far from here in San Bernardino. It was before they had met Ray Kroc, who took McDonald's global. But this location opened and has been operating since 1953. It stayed independent of McDonald's Corporation until 1990, when they sold to McDonald's for the first time. They still have the original sign up behind me with the giant neon Speedy was their first mascot. He was long before Ronald McDonald, and he would promote McDonald's. They called these buildings the red and white setups. These are the red and white buildings under the golden arches, and they were always walk-up hamburger places that you walked up at the window, got your food, and went back to your car. They, of course, were everywhere back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s when all the big fast food chains started up here in America. But this is the oldest operating one here. They've got a little museum inside, so we're gonna grab some food and check that out. And I hope you guys will go along with me. Let's travel. The original menu, 15 cents for a hamburger, 10 cents for fries. Oh, I remember this mid-80s promotion. Back tonight. They got a timeline here. That's pretty cool. Look at this. The original milkshake machines. These were the machines that Ray Kroc was selling for a company at the time when he found McDonald's. And he found it because McDonald's was ordering a ton of these machines at a time and nobody else was doing that. And he took notice and talked them into franchising it. Well, they had already tried. They didn't like doing it, but he talked them back into it and then ended up getting the company eventually. Ronald McDonald. I actually have a personal connection to a McDonald's that looks like this. My parents met at a McDonald's like this in Gulfport, Mississippi. The old style with the golden arches, the old red and whites. And they met at one and then set up a date, and the rest is history. So McDonald's, as far as Americans go, it's been a huge part of all of our lives for the last 70 years. Actually, is it 70 years? I guess it is. It's exactly 70 years old this year. Wow. So it's pretty cool, especially seeing the old way they all used to look. Oh man, I remember this old packaging. That's how they all were when I was a kid. The styrofoam packaging.
His day-to-day involvement with the club, but still remained a favorite with the San Diego fans.
Check these old collectibles out.
October 2nd, 1982.
Nice. Oh, I remember those old trays. Those were on all the kids' high chairs back in the 80s. Look at these. Those are even before my time. Those are awesome. I absolutely remember the McDLT. You put all the cold, I guess the lettuce, tomato, I don't know why the cheese was over there, and the bun in one side, and then you put the bottom bun and burger in this side, so this side stayed hot, and that side stayed cool. But the cheese should have absolutely been on that side. See, that's why the McDLT failed.
On January 14th, 1984, Ray Kroc died of heart failure. He was 81.
Check that out. The old cash register.
Ray left behind a fortune estimated at more than $500 million. 10 months later, McDonald's sold its...
Another one of those mixers that Ray Kroc used to sell.
His widow, Joan, inherited the Padres and carried on the Kroc baseball tradition. During the 1980s...
Oh, the old glasses. I definitely remember those. Oh, I especially remember the Mac Tonights. I had a few of those. That's awesome. And this is the original stand. This is the one that near San Bernardino. Oh God, look at Ronald McDonald. What is that? Nightmare fuel. What in the world? What? That's psychotic. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, those are the ones that used to sell right there. Very cool. It's crazy to think that this is the third one, and there's like almost 30,000 of these now, worldwide. In fact, I feel like if there's ever a business on the moon, the first business is going to be a McDonald's. It's almost guaranteed. There's Speedy. See, he's a burger head chef. That was the original guy. Look at these collectible plates. Mac Tonight piano. I remember those. I think that was a Happy Meal toy. It played the Mac Tonight theme. The old Olympics, 84 Olympics. These are cool, all those old uniforms. Olympic pins, including Ronald McDonald's. All those holding all the country flags. Look at the Beanie Babies. You all remember those, don't you? Everybody remembers the Beanie Babies. Wow. That's awesome. All these wonderful toys. This is cool. The old soda fountain. I assume root beer. Some more of those old registers they used to use. Ooh, they got Super Mario toys now. Nice. Oh, baby. Now, admittedly, I don't eat McDonald's that often anymore. Not a huge fan of it. But they did their fries fresh, so there is really nothing better than fresh McDonald's fries. I think we can all agree they know how to make fries. Literally nothing like their fries. Oh my God. Here's another cool thing about this location only. Because it was never a part of the actual McDonald's Corporation until 1990, one of the things they originally had were fried pies. Now, all of McDonald's had those. My whole life growing up, they had fried pies till sometime in the 90s when they went to the baked pies. I used to love their fried pies. I am not a fan of McDonald's baked pies. But here, the only location, they still do fried pies. This I've been looking forward to. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. Their fried apple and cherry pies, they were always my favorite thing. I miss that. And we don't need that nugget. Barbecue sauce, nugget, mouth. I will say, their chicken nuggets are pretty good too. Also, I had to have a burger. Ooh, it's hot. That's not bad. I cough. Their burgers are never really my thing. Every once in a while, I'll get a craving for a Big Mac, though. Of course, I could just add Big Mac sauce to any of their burgers. Probably be the same thing. This is Pigeon Central in here. I'm getting swarmed. Hey, pigeons. You guys looking for some food? If you have a fear of birds, you won't want to eat in here. And birds is watching me. So like I said, not too far from here, the original location in San Bernardino, the sign is still there, but it's a different building now. But there's a fast food chain owner that owns the building. I can't remember. I think it's Palo Loco or Palo Lalo. I have no idea. Don't listen to me. Either way, a guy that owns a fast food chain owns that building, and he turned it into the McDonald's Museum. I've been to it before I was doing my blog. It's basically every Happy Meal toy, lots of different things from different locations. If you were down there, you should check it out. French fry. Oh boy. Here you go. He goes, a French fry all to myself. Just throw it around, why don't you? So less than a mile from here, the first Taco Bell was built and operated here for decades until just a few years ago, it was closed down. It was in danger of getting demolished for a parking lot. So Taco Bell Corporation, which is about 30 miles from here, actually bought it and raised the building and moved it to their world headquarters in Irvine, California. Pretty cool. It's crazy that these two places were invented almost right next to each other. They're two huge fast food chains that exist still today. So eventually Ray Kroc would start Hamburger University, which is his training center for McDonald's employees back in the 60s. Anyway, these doors used to be on the building. The Ray Kroc Hamburger University, it's the golden arches symbol. Think of it as the golden arches that are holding up the actual building, and that's the roof of the building. That's how that logo goes. Anyway, that was the logo after Speedy for a long time before Ronald McDonald came along. And yeah, it's been around a long time. Well, for now, I'm gonna say bye to Speedy from Downey, California. I hope you guys enjoyed this trip to one of the original fast food locations that we've all eaten in our lives. This is the first one. Now, it's actually the third one, but out of almost 30,000 restaurants, that's pretty amazing. So if you want to come here, you should. It's right here in Downey, California, on a bustling street. You can imagine 1953, I don't know what was here, but I'm sure it was not as built up as it is now. But it's pretty cool. Anyway, I would like to see Speedy lit up at night. I'll bet he looks magnificent. Well, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now.